We are going to do alternate nostril breathing. The Sanskrit term is Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. That translates to clearing the channels of circulation. And it helps to clear the nasal passages, literally. You might actually want to have a tissue nearby after we are done with the practice. And it also helps to reduce anxiety and stress. And as we focus and control the breath, that helps to calm the nervous system. So it's really beneficial. You could do this before meditation to help, bring you into a state of calm and peace before you jump into your meditation practice. So lots of good application for this pranayama, Nadi Shodhana, or to do this alternate nostril breath work. We're going to use one hand. I use my right hand because I'm right-handed, so that's my dominant hand. And I like to use my thumb and my ring finger. Sometimes I'll just do the thumb and the pinky finger. I don't really think it matters so much. But then I keep my index finger and my middle finger down. And then, they just kind of hang out. So, all right. So then we start by closing off the right nostril. All right, so I'm using my thumb. I have my right hand, so my thumb is going to close off my right nostril. And then I'm going to breathe in through the left nostril only. And then I'll close off the left nostril and then breathe out through my right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. Close that right nostril off and then exhale through the left nostril. And you'll just keep going back and forth with that. It's already starting to work its magic here in my nasal passages. So try to make the breath slow and intentional. Right? It doesn't have to be super deep. It could be a little bit more shallow to start. And just listen to your body. So if you start to get a little lightheaded, listen to that and maybe back off a bit the intensity of the breath and just have some fun with it. All right, so we're gonna start and we'll do, I don't know, like 10 or so, maybe more rounds of this breath to really get ourselves into it. You can close your eyes or keep your eyes open, your choice. All right, so starting here, closing off the right nostril. Breathe in through your left nostril. Close off the left nostril and exhale through the right nostril. Breathe in through the right nostril. Hi, B. Close off the right nostril, exhale through the left nostril. Inhale through the left nostril. Close off the left nostril, exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right. Close it off, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close it off and exhale through the right. Let's keep going. Inhale through the right. Close it off, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Close it off, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Close it off, exhale through the left. Just keep going on your own. gets a little deeper each round. Notice if your nostrils start to clear out as you go. Inhale through the left. Close it off. Exhale through the right nostril. Inhale through the right. Close it off. Exhale through the left. Two more each side. Inhale through the left. Close it off. Exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close it off. Exhale through the left. Last one. Inhale through the left nostril. And then close it off. Exhale through the right nostril. Good. And then close your eyes. Take your hands into your lap. And just take a few breaths in and out of both nostrils at the same time. See if you can take more air in now through the nostrils. And then hold your breath at the top. So inhaling and then hold your breath at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Hold your breath at the top. And hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. Last one like that. Inhale through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. Exhale through the mouth. And just take a moment here with your eyes closed, just to feel the effects of that alternate nostril breath, that powerful clearing pranayama. Maybe sensing a different energy in the body. Blink open your eyes, and I'm going to head to my mat. So I was sitting on my meditation pillow. So let's just come here now to a seated pose. Cross-legged, or however you feel comfortable this morning. We'll just start with a little warm up of the body. As you inhale, bring your arms out and up. Press your palms together and spread your fingers wide. So here I want you to draw your shoulder blades down your back. Just creating a little tension here in the arms. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, take your hands behind you. Press your palms together. And you might have to bend your elbows. So I've got my hands at my back. All right, so they're at my lower back, my thumbs. I'm going to push the palms together and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then see if you can spread your fingers apart, but it might not be as accessible. Just sit up nice and tall in your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, bring the hands forward. Press the palms together. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and in. Spread your fingers wide. And let your gaze be forward. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Now interlace your fingers at the top and flip your palms towards the ceiling. Stretch the arms up, but then draw your shoulder blades down. Nice deep breath in and out of your nose. Breathe in. Exhale, take the hands behind you, interlace your fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Sit up nice and tall on your spine. Deepen your breath even more. Get the breath deep into your lungs. Exhale, release the hands, come forward, interlace the fingers, press your palms forward and tuck your chin into your chest. Stay here for 2 more breaths. And take your hands in your lap, sit up tall, roll your shoulders. Good, I can feel it popping in my shoulders, I can hear it. Roll the shoulders forward. And let's do just a little work for our wrists this morning. So I want you to take your hands forward. Face you here, so hands forward. Take your right hand, cross it over the left. So the thumbs are up and the back of your hands face one another. Now turn your thumbs down. So now your palms face one another and interlace the fingers. Okay, so sit up tall and then roll your fists towards you so they're going down, then towards your chest, and then away from the chest. You're going to feel a little stretch in your wrist area. And then roll down towards your chest and then out in front of you. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, bring the hands towards you and forward. Exhale, down and away. Good. Just keep going. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now release your fingers. Turn the palms up. Now take your left hand over the right. So now the backs of your hands are facing one another. Your thumbs are up. And then turn your thumbs down so that the palms face one another and your thumbs are pointing down. Interlace the fingers. Good. So now we're just going to do a little same thing right here, but we're just stretching now the opposite wrist a little bit more. So as you inhale, hands come down, then towards your chest, then away. Exhale, come back down with the hands, extend your arms. Inhale, bring it towards you and forward. Exhale, down, straighten the arms, take it away. Good. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's do a few more here. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall on your spine. Good. Two more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stretch it out, release, shake out your wrists, maybe roll your wrists. Roll your wrists in the opposite direction. Maybe today's class is all about the wrists. Who knows? Good, and then come to stillness, and then spread your fingers wide. So just sitting up tall, and then make a fist. Stretch the fingers wide, make a fist, scrunch it up. Two more. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, crunch it in. Good, and then shake out the hands again, roll the shoulders, doing what we need to do. So let's talk about our hand placement a little bit as we come into bearing weight on our hands. So when your hands are down on the ground, I want you to really spread your fingers wide. So none of this as your hands are down. Actually take your hands down to your mat so you can feel this without any pressure on the hands. So your fingers are spread wide, and then take your hands about shoulder width apart. Now I want you to press into the circle of your palm. So this area of your palm, push down. So you want to feel your mat all along this area, right? So not as much pressure in your fingers, right? You want the palms to take the weight of your body. So take your hands down to the mat, press into the circle of your palm. So make sure that you're feeling your mat in that circled area. And then just notice the muscles of your forearms and how they're feeling right now. And then just let that go, that pushing down. So then like the middle of my hand comes up a little bit. And this is where we start to put pressure into the thumb area and the heel of the hand. And over time, that creates kind of weakness in the wrist, like your wrists might get sore, down dog bothers your hands. This might be one of the reasons why, might be, right? So this is at least something that we can work on and explore to make down dog a little bit more accessible for us. So come back into that, pressing into the circle of your palm, right? Notice the activation of your forearms. Let go, so don't push down into the circle of your palm, and then feel the lax that's happening in the muscles of your forearms. So if you're trying to do down dog without pushing down into the circle of your palm, you're letting the bones take most of the weight here. But if you spread the fingers wide and push down to the circle of your palm, your arms are activated, especially the forearms, right? And so the muscles are going to help support you in your pose. Now, last thing here, I want you to, as you're pressing down into the circle of your palm, lift up the center of your palm, right? So you're going to pull the center of the palm up so that if you turn your hand over, you'd have a little divot here, a little well that you can put water in and drink from, right? But if your hand was kind of flat, you wouldn't have that. So spread the fingers wide and then suck the palm up. You have a nice divot here. And that's going to help increase the tension in your forearm muscles, and it might even take it all the way up to your shoulders, so that when you eventually do start bearing weight on your hands, you're fully supported by the muscular structure of your arms. So let's come onto your hands and knees, and then take your hands right underneath your shoulders, and index finger at 12 o'clock. Right? So just good alignment here. Pressing down into the circle of your palm, pull up the middle of your palm. Take your knees about hips distance apart here, and just do a few cat-cow. So as you inhale, pull your chest forward, lift your sits bones. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. And do a couple more like that. Make sure you're really pushing into your palm. The circle of your palm, the middle of your palm is being pulled up. And then come to a neutral spine. And then just let that pressure of the circle of your palm go, and just notice where the weight begins to be distributed in your hands. So I'm feeling this more here in the thumb area, and then the heel of my hand, right, all through here. But really I want to distribute that weight through the palm. So press down into the circle of the palm, lift it up, and it takes some of that pressure off. Good, right? So curl your toes under here and then lift your hips. Come into a downward facing dog. Now let go of that pressure in the hands and see where the weight of your body is distributed if you're not using your muscles to hold you up. And now press into the circle of your palm, lift up the center of your palm, and feel how the weight changes in your hands. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Now keep the circle of the palm pushing in and then slide out into a plank pose. Okay, and then just let the palms go. Feel where that weight is being pressed into your hands. Circle palm, press it in, lift up the center, go back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out, draw your shoulder blades down your back. And then let's come to child's pose. So coming down, big toes touch, knees wide, and let's shake out our hands a little bit. So the more we activate in our hands, right, we're exercising those muscles, and so if you're not used to it, it might, I don't know, it just feels different. And I know that my hands have been active, so I'm gonna just shake them out, roll them out. Now let's go into child's pose. So even in child's pose, you know, keep pushing down into your palms. Now we're not bearing weight, right? We're just resting the hands here. But as you rest the hands, let them be active. So you're always reminding yourself, right, to equally distribute the weight into your whole hand, the whole palm, and not just the heel of your hand or the heel of your thumb. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Long breath out through your nose. Look up towards your hands as you inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left side of the room. Let your head drop down. Feel that nice stretch activating in your right side body. Look up and reach out a little bit more, and then take the head back down. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk your hands to center. And then all the way over to the right side of the room. Let your forehead come down. Feeling that stretch now in your left side body. Just take a few deep breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Good. Inhale, look up towards your hands. Creep your hands a little bit further out, stretching more through the side body. And then as you exhale, take your head back down to the floor. You could also put a block underneath your head if you need a little bit of space here. I'm going to do that because it's bothering my right hip. And that helps. Let's take one more breath here. Long exhale out. And then as you inhale, take your hands forward. Walk yourself up. Come back into a downward facing dog. Curl the toes under. Lift your hips. Now remember to press back into the circle of your palm. And then pull up the center of your palm. Your fingers are spread wide. And you try to lift your fingers up off the ground so that you're really plugging into the circle of your palm. You're going to be so sick of hearing me say the circle of your palm. I apologize in advance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward and walk your feet to your hands. And we'll come over into Ragdoll Pose. So feet here, hips distance apart. Grab opposite elbows and let your head drop. Take a few deep breaths in and out of your nose. Let the muscles of your torso stretch and lengthen. So gravity is helping us out here. And then release your hands to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, pull your chest forward. So you're creating a nice flat back here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Take your palms together Spread the fingers apart. Good. Keep your knees slightly bent so you're not locking those out. Breathe in. Exhale, take the hands behind you. Press your palms together. So it's going to look something like this. The hands are at the back. Try to spread your fingers wide. And then sit up tall and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And so here we're just keep activating in our hands, our wrists, our shoulders. Breathe in. Exhale, come forward. Hands are in front of you. Press the palms together so you're creating this tension, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then draw the shoulder blades down your back, so creating a nice long neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, sweep your arms out and up. Interlace your fingers at the top. Lift your palms towards the ceiling. Let's just do a little side to side bend. Stretching the side body. Keep drawing your shoulder blades down your back as you flow from side to side. And then come all the way up to center. Take the hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Good. Just feel that broadening of the chest that happens as you squeeze those shoulder blades in like you were holding a pencil in between them. Deep breath in, and then exhale, shake it out. Good, let's do this little Qigong move, floppy coat sleeves. Just to continually, like as we exercise the muscles of our wrists and our hands and our shoulders and all that, that we give them a little relief in between. And then let yourself just slowly unwind. It shouldn't be an abrupt stop. Just let it go. Okay, well, let's start to flow. Remember your hands, spreading the fingers wide, getting into the circle of the palm when your hands are down, and pull the center of your palm up. Inhale, reach up. So even when you're not bearing weight, keep that action in your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Even as my hands press into my shins, I'm pulling the center of my palm up. Exhale, take the hands down, take the right foot back, right knee down, come up. All right, into a lunge. Just stretch out our legs here. Keep spreading the fingers apart, and you're acting as if your palms, actually let's do that, press the palms together. So the circle of the palm is together. Suck up the middle of your palms so that they're away from each other. And look up. And then lean over to your left. So this is turning into a wrist, shoulder, side body class. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands down. Solid in the hands. Curl the back toes under. Take the left foot back. High plank. Shift forward on your toes. Bring the knees down. Low plank. Come all the way down to your belly. Press into your palms. You're still creating that action in the hands. Inhale, lift up. So a little baby cobra here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Active in your hands. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Let's go back into downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Look forward. Step the right foot forward. Your left knee comes down. Reach the arms up. Lunging here. Press your palms together. Feel the circle of your palm pushing into one another. And then let's lean over to the right. Keep lifting your chest. Active hands. Inhale, come all the way up, look up, maybe go back. Exhale, take the hands down. Curl the back toes under. lift your left knee, step forward, and fold. Go ahead and take your big toes with your first two fingers. So your index finger, your middle finger, fold over your legs. Keep your knees slightly bent if you need to. Just let the shoulders drop. And release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your left foot back, left knee down. Palms together, starting low. Bring them in front of you. We're just gonna stay here. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. And then last instruction, pull the belly in and up. Keep the pressure of your hands so that you can feel the tension in your shoulders. Good. 2 more breaths here. And then as you exhale, take the hands down. The right foot comes back to meet the left, high plank. Shift forward on your toes, bring the knees down, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Hands pressing into your mat. Lift your chest up. Now start to use more of your back muscles to lift you. Lift your hands away. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths here. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Spread the fingers wide. And then child's pose. Let's go. Take a couple breaths to reset. And then come up onto your hands and knees. Get into active palms, downward facing dog. Now look forward, step your left foot forward, your right knee comes down. Bring your palms together low, and then lift your torso up. Palms are in front of you, pushing the palms together nice and strong. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. And then add in your belly, scoop the belly in and up. Two more breaths. Good, then take the hands down. Let's go into a downward facing dog. Active hands. Bring your big toes to touch and then lift your heels up off the floor. Take your right leg up behind you. Bend your knee and then press your right foot to the left side of the room. Stay active in your hands and try to stay square in your chest to your mat. So if you feel like you're leaning over to the left side too much, reset yourself. Push the chest back towards your leg and then turn. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, your left heel drop towards the floor. And 1 more breath. And then take your right knee forward, step it forward, crescent lunge. Now pull your belly in, your arms are up and fingers are spread wide. Imagine that the activity in your hands is helping to lift your torso up, creating weightlessness in your legs. Breathe in. Exhale, take your hands together at your heart and let's twist to your right. So hook your left elbow to the outside of your right palm and turn. So you're pushing the hands together. Good, 1 more breath. up to center, reach up, whoop, I'm tilting. Good, and then take it down. Take the right foot back to meet the left into a downward facing dog. Active hands. And then bring your big toes to touch. Lift your heels. Left leg comes up behind you. Bend your knee and then press your left foot to the right side of the room. Notice if you're dumping all of your weight into the right hand, go ahead and reset. Get your hands, your palms connected. Push your chest back and then turn. Take a nice long deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop your right heel towards the floor. Now exhale, draw your left knee back into your chest and then step it forward. Crescent lunge, arms up, spread your fingers wide. Keep your belly drawn in, creating lift with the hands, lift with the belly. Breath is strong. I feel like my breath is so much more clearer and through my nostrils from the breath work that we did at the beginning of class. Okay, one more breath here. And then exhale, take your hands to your heart center. You're pushing the palms together. Twist to your left. So hook your right elbow to the outside of your left leg. Use that pressure of your palms together to help you turn. Taking a nice twist here. Now inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, take it down, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. And then let's come onto our shins. Just want to check the time, see what we have time for. And take a water break. All right, let's get back into downward facing dog. Concentrating on your hands. We'll start here. Now, draw your belly button in and up. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Take a couple breaths here. And then look forward, hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, bend your knees, draw your belly in, hop back. And then downward facing dog. Spread your fingers wide, press into the circle of your palm, pull up the center of your palm. So active in your hands. Draw your belly button in and up, bend your knees, look forward, hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. So hopping forward and back is a lot easier if your hands are active. Right? And then we're adding in, drawing the belly in and up. Right? Get a little bit more stability. So let's try it one more time, hopping back. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands, draw the belly in, hop back. High plank. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Nice long breath out. Draw your shoulders back. And then look forward. Let's hop forward. We'll stay here in a forward fold. All we're gonna try. So if you've never done crow pose, let's just watch here for a second. So in crow, we need stability in our hands, strong, stable shoulders, and core drawing in and up. So that's why I added in that last thing to practice with as we hopped back and forth. So as you do those actions of hopping back and forth, can lead you into crow pose. So crow pose, I'm gonna take my hands down, about shoulder width apart, maybe a little bit closer here, and then my big toes are touching. I'm gonna lift up my heel, and then take my knees into my upper arm. Right, so you want your knees pretty far up towards your armpit. If it's more down towards your elbow, for me it's less stable. But see where you're at, see where your flexibility is. So let's start again. So big toes touch, hands come down, bend the knees. The knees are gonna draw outward slightly, and then I'm gonna lift my heels up, place my knees into my upper arms. So I'm getting right into the triceps. And then I'm just gonna rock back and forth. All right, so if you're not ready to take flight yet in crow, this action here of rocking back and forth, drawing the belly in, being super stable in the hands and draw your shoulder blades down your back is going to help develop the action, the muscular memory that you need to eventually fly into crow. And one of my great teachers, Luca Richards, always says, the path to crow is paved with crow. So you just have to do crow to do crow. Just gotta keep practicing. So this is where we're at today, just kind of rocking back and forth. Now you can also take a block and stand on the block. And if you feel kind of nervous about this, put pillows out in front of you. So I'm just gonna show this to you. You don't have to try this at all, but it's just an option. So coming onto the block and take the hands down. So here, I don't have to lift my tush up as much to get the knees in to my upper arms because they're just kind of there already. And then I can practice leaning back and forth. Stable hands, belly's drawing in, shoulders back. Okay, so that's an option. So if you're pretty comfortable with where we're at, we're gonna move forward. If not, you just keep doing what we've been doing. You can also, if your wrists have really had it, but you wanna work on everything else that's associated with the crow, you'll just get on your tush here, bring your big toes to touch, and then do this action. So you're kind of mimicking crow, but you're not weight bearing on your hands. And then you can really work on the core and the action of the legs, right? Just practice keeping your spine nice and tall. You can even wrap your arms around here, right? Just sitting up tall, drawing the belly in. Otherwise, we have a few minutes left. Okay, and then we'll do a cool down. So we're gonna try to fly together. So big toes touch, hands come down. I'm gonna lift my heels up, take the knees out to the side, getting them in the triceps. Now make sure as you lean forward, you're pushing into the circle of your palm, you're sucking up the middle of your palm. Draw your core in, shoulders down, take one foot up. Feel that. Take that foot down, other foot up. Feel that. Now lean forward a little bit more, lift that other foot. So now both feet are up. Try to keep your big toes touching, looking forward. Whew. And down. Ah, good job. So whatever you did is perfect, right? And I know a lot of people feel a little bit of fear as you go forward, thinking that you're gonna crash, right? Just put a blanket out in front of you. You have a crash pad or a bunch of pillows, right? If you wanna practice this another time. And maybe you're like, I never wanna do crow again, Kim. Please don't make us do that, right? It's all optional, I can't see what you're doing. Shake out your wrists. All right. Roll the wrists, can, right towards the pinky side. And then back, rolling the wrists in the opposite direction. And let's just come down to our hands. I want you to turn your fingertips in towards one another. And just stretch out your arms this way, your hands and your wrists. And I'm just leaning back and forth. I could also do like a circle motion. Turn your fingertips away from each other. Just gently leaning side to side. Still try to keep the center of your palm down. A little circle with the torso. Excellent. Okay, let's bring our hands back. Shake it out. You might feel this tomorrow. All right, let's come down onto our seat. Hands in your lap. Let's do a few seated cat-cows. As you inhale, lift your chest up. Draw your shoulder blades down. Exhale, round the spine. Kind of hanging onto your knees. Let your torso sit back. Let your head drop. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, round your spine, chin to your chest. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, chin to chest. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. And then sit up nice and tall on your spine. Take your legs forward. Let's go into Janu Shirshasana. So take the right foot out to the side. Left foot comes to the inner right thigh. Inhale, reach your arms up. Spread the fingers wide again. Exhale, fold forward. And just let your hands rest on either side of your foot. So here you're just letting all of your other muscles do the work. Your hands have done a lot of work today. You can even turn the palms up. And just so you're ensuring that they rest. Couple more breaths here. All the way up. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Forward, right foot goes in. Inhale, reach your arms up, spread the fingers wide. Exhale, fold forward. Start with your palms down, but then let the palms rest. And you're folding from the belly, using your breath to take you there. Eventually turning your palms up when you're ready. Just letting the back of your hand be really heavy here. Let's take one more breath. Take your feet out in front of you, shake out the legs, sit up nice and tall, and then take your right foot down to the ground, to your mat, knee up, sit up nice and tall, and you're just interlacing your fingers to grab a hold of your shin. Let's just take one breath here. And as you exhale, wrap your left arm around the right shin. Right hand goes behind you in a seated twist. And then here I want you to kind of claw your right hand, the one that's behind you, pushing into your fingertips. And then bring your left foot in. So interlace your fingers and then grab the front of your left shin. Sit up nice and tall. Taking some nice deep breaths. Good, one more breath here. As you exhale, wrap your right arm around your left shin. As you take the left hand back behind you, claw the hand. So you're pressing into your fingertips here to help you turn. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Bring yourself forward. Let's come onto our backs. So as we come onto the back, feet on the floor, knees up. Take your feet really wide. You're just going to windshield wiper your knees back and forth. And then we'll come to stillness. Bring the feet on the floor, knees up again, and just lift your hips into a small bridge. It doesn't have to be a big bridge. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your chest up a little bit. Bear some weight on the backs of your arms. If you feel like it, you can interlace your fingers underneath you. Press the pinkies down into your mat and lift your hips just higher, higher, higher. One more breath here. As you exhale, slowly release down. Take your legs out in front of you. Take a full body stretch. Reach your arms back behind you. Press your feet forward. Exhale, flop like a ragdoll, let everything go. Inhale, full body stretch, arms reach back, feet press forward. And let it go. Last one, full body stretch. And then exhale, bring the hands forward, palms up, coming into your Shavasana, final resting pose. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold your breath at the top. And then exhale through your mouth. And allow your entire body to be heavy and let it rest. we slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And bring your feet to the floor, knees up. Scoop your tailbone forward so your lower back is nice and flat on the floor. And so take a breath here. And then as you exhale, roll to your side. Take another breath in, rest here. And then bring yourself up to a seated pose. Take your right hand over your heart, your left hand over the right. Sit up tall. Bow your head. And we'll seal our practice together with the chant of one Om. Breathe in. Om. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Together we say, Namaste.